Hello and happiest of days to each of you folks. I hope you guys are having just an absolutely amazing day today and that today's video finds you well. That sort of thing. Alrighty, so today's Friday, and Friday typically do top 10s usually of movies and that sort of a thing. Or TV shows too sometimes. Sometimes I'll do some other stuff too, like I did top 10 board games or musical artists, comics, that sort of a thing. But I thought it would be, so now we're getting back to the basics, that sort of thing. So a couple of years ago, I bought on Blu-ray the James Bond series and watched it. It was in 2022, so it was 3 years ago. Sorry about that. I shouldn't use the word a couple. Sorry about my misuse of the word a couple. And that sort of thing. And I hadn't seen many of them, and then I did see some. And I saw some in the theaters too. Like I saw the whole Daniel Craig series too, in theaters. But then I kind of liked that and such. And then I've been recently doing a Let's Play of Evil Genius, which is a James Bond inspired film game where you're playing as the bad guy in a base builder setting from 2004. And so I figured this might be a good time for me to do my top 10 James Bond films for you folks. Now here's a couple of rules. First of all, I definitely prefer a more realistic take with the films that hit something a little more realistic and more grounded in reality, right? That sort of a thing, like Tim Dalton or Daniel Craig. So I had, and like I mentioned before, I had the entire series on Blu-ray. Alright, so number 10, let's get started, is You Only Live Twice from 1967, starring Sean Connery. I'm sure I'm going to mispronounce slaughter this. I did check it a couple of times for myself, but it's Akiko, and then Tetsuro Tanabe. And then No Time to Die is number 9 at 2021. I love the visuals in the first one because it's set in a thing. But then No Time to Die is number 9 for you folks. This is 2021. This is one song of Daniel Craig. Also stars Rami Malek and Leia Seymour and that sort of thing. It's the only one in this decade, so I hope you'll enjoy it. It's hitting here too. No spoilers, but definitely liked it lots. Alright, so number 8 is also got beautiful ocean vistas and cinematography. It's not exactly the most gritting or realistic portrayal, but I do like that for the reasons. That's 65 ounces, Thunderball. It's also starring Sean Connery and Claudine Auger, and that could be Auger, and Adolphe Sell. Number 9 is the first James Bond film from 1962 that definitely was a surprise hit and put everything on the map in a major way. It's Dr. No. Also starring John Connery, Ursula Andress, and Joseph Wiseman for you folks. And now number 6 is License to Kill. It's the highest hitting Timothy Dalton film. It's from 1989. Also stars Carrie Linwell and Robert Davey. I wish it done better in the box office because I definitely enjoyed it a lot. That sort of thing. Alright, now my top 5 time. Number 5 is Skyfall from 2012. Love it lots. It stars a huge ton of cast like James Craig, Judi Dench, Javier Bardem, Ray Fiennes, lots of peaks. Love it lots. It's just an absolute classic to my mind. Alright, so number 4 is GoldenEye. This is the first Pierce Brosnan film from 1995. I definitely feel like it's a sort of a reestablishment to basics and that sort of a thing. And it stars, in addition to Pierce Brosnan, Sean Penn and Isabella Sarparkio. And then number 3 is Casino Royale from 2006. It stars Daniel Craig, Eva Green, and Mads Mikkelsen. It introduces the character Daniel Craig. Love it lots. It's also definitely more gritty in reality and that sort of a thing. Number 2 is Goldfinger from 1964. This isn't really, it's the third film in the James Bond film. It definitely sort of really made a lot of money. I feel like it definitely put the James Bond formula on the map in a lot of major ways too. Stars Sean Connery, Honor Blackman, and Gertie Froth. And then number 1 has to be On Her Majesty's Secret Service, 1969, starring George Lazenby, Sean Rigg, And actually it's Diana. I'm sorry, I can't read it's in 22-point font, so I apologize if I mispronounced anybody's name, Diana. And then Telly Savalas too, and among others, and that sort of thing. I definitely enjoy the more gritty, dark take. They definitely removed a lot of the spy-fi silliness aspects of it. Love that so much. And I don't mind George Lazenman in there. I know he didn't do well on the theaters, and a lot of people really have ridiculed his. But I don't think he's fine. I don't mind. All right, so here's my top 10 real briefly. Once again, number 10 is You Only Live Twice. Number 9 is No Time to Die. Number 8 is Thunderball. Number 7 is Dr. No. Number 6 is License to Kill. Number 5 is Skyfall. Number 4 is GoldenEye. Number 3 is Casino Royale. Number 2 is Goldfinger, and number 1 is The Honor Majesty's Secret Service. Alright, so there you are. So I hope you enjoyed that really fast and those sort of things. Like I mentioned before, I do lots of these top 10s on this day. As a reminder, I'm not a film critic. I'm not trained in film school. I don't make movies for a living, right? That sort of thing. And this is only about, so I don't consider YouTube channel making movies, right? That sort of thing. So there you are, right? So that means that your opinion will be just as valid, right, as mine is. So I'm happy to engage you about that further. I know that some James Bond films might be this happy with some of the films and how high they ranked, or some of the films more low, or just not on this list at all. That's okay. It's my list, right? And so I am that. I'm sure not everybody would have George Lazenby as their top Bond film, but I definitely enjoy what it does. How it definitely feels like the Tim Dalton and Daniel Craig are sort of going to that. And that sort of thing. You also notice no Craig. Although Craig has a lot of films, I just don't think that any of his. I'm sorry, no Roger Moore. Sorry, and that sort of thing. I just don't think he's the best Bond. He has lots of films, but I don't feel like any of them are sort of stand out either. Right. That sort of thing. Alrighty, so there you are for you folks. So let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below. Happy to engage with it further. And all right, on Saturday, tomorrow, I do something called Serial Saturday, which I dedicate to reviews of older things in the Sydney Forgotten movie or TV serials that heavily influenced us and were sold out lots of theaters. That sort of thing. I've just finished the Zorro series last week. That'll be Ghost of Zorro, and then the 5 Zorro serials. So if that's interested and you like movies, check it out too. I've also done some things like Inspirator's Web. I've done some Tarzan stuff. I've done other things out there too, like the Flash Gordon and Buck Rogers, that sort of stuff too. Captain Marvel, Green Hornet. I've also done the first 2 seasons of Doctor Who, to check it out too. On Wednesday, I do something I call Video Game Wednesday of older things. Right now I'm doing the Fallout series. I just published Fallout 2 a couple of days ago, so you can check it out too. On Monday, I do reviews of older things in role-playing or wargamings and that sort of thing. Right now, I've done like war, like Battletech reviews and that sort of thing. So you can check. I'm currently doing the UK series and that sort of thing, so you check it out too. Alrighty, and there you go. And then the other 3 videos a week I do are of older things that I review, that you read rather than see, but that are in the 3 genres that we cover that are older: science fiction, fantasy, and horror. For you folks to check those out. Alrighty, so there you go. So if those 7 older things a week that I do reviews plus some Let's Plays with some older games too sound like your cup of tea, then great. Welcome to the channel and have a seat. I think you'll enjoy your time here. Take your shoes off too. I don't even wear them. Let's go out. Alright, so there you are. And while you're here, why not do all the YouTube stuff, like hit the subscribe button, the like button, share, and then hit the bell icon to be notified of your videos. But basically just watch and share. Those are the key ways of growing the channel. For you folks, alrighty, and there you are. As you can tell from all those older things, and even the name of the channel is the passion of it, right? And so it's a quote from Jean Joubert, a French philosopher, who said that the worst thing about them was that they kept us from reading the old stuff, right? So this is definitely some older things we might have forgotten about, right? In our passion for the new movies, in this case, the new video games too, like Evil Genius, or the new book rather, and that sort of thing. We've sort of forgotten that these things are standing on the shoulders of giants, right? So let's check out those giants. Very few of these James Bond films too were recent stuff, although you did see the last one from 2021, but right? You know, I don't have a recency bias, right? I try not to, and that sort of thing. So check out stuff out too. Well, not that the new things are bad, right? They're not. But it's just in our pursuit for the new stuff, we go for the other stuff. Alrighty, and there you are. It's just, if you made it all the way here to the end, I just want to thank you so very, very much for just taking some time out of your day and investing in it, right? And watching my videos, because we all have so many things, right, that are happening in our lives. And we'll pull in so many different directions too, right? So the fact that you spent this time with me, that's incredibly humbling. And I appreciate that so very, very much. So thanks again, and have an amazing day.